Go ahead and get started. So let's start by moving our attention, our awareness to the body, to the posture, settling the body into a stable, comfortable, upright position that's serviceable for meditation. So we keep our feet flat on the ground, our back straight, trying not to slouch or lean on the backrest. Our hands are in the lap, right over left, with the palms upturned and the thumbs forming a gentle triangle up against the body. Our eyes are gently closed or very slightly open, whatever will let in enough light to remain alert. And scan through and see if you are holding unnecessary tension in the body. See if you can just relax while maintaining this upright, stable posture. And try to feel that you're moving your attention away from the outside, concentrating your awareness just inside the body and mind. Letting go of thoughts of the past and plans for the future. Start to use the physical sensation that accompanies the in breath and the out breath in the area around the nostrils to try to hold your attention in the present, noticing as quickly as possible when a distraction arises, letting go of that distraction and returning again to that physical sensation. Then set a virtuous, altruistic motivation for your time, thinking about the familiarities, the constructive familiarities that you're creating in your mind through your practice, and how those familiarities will benefit not only yourself, but those around you. Wanting to be able to benefit them by developing your good qualities, actualizing your potential. So, we've been looking at the root afflictions and their antidotes. So, today we'll look at deluded pride, which is a view of one's own traits, could be wealth or some aspect of the physical body, some trait of the mind, or one's position or status, any sort of attribute that's associated with oneself that we have an inflated perspective on. And on the basis of that inflated perspective, we hold ourselves above others. This is different than self confidence or self efficacy. This is actually regarding oneself as being better than, superior to others on the basis of believing that there's something about oneself that we can hold above people who may not have that trait or that quality. So look back over your life and try to identify the ways in which this affliction might be operating. What sorts of things tend to give you a puffed up, inflated sense of yourself? When it arises, how would you identify in the body and mind the arising of this sense of deluded pride? Try to analyze these questions in your own experience. Then try to identify what kinds of suffering you might have experienced or created for others under the influence of deluded pride. Try to think of the impact deluded pride can have on your relationships with others, and in particular, whether it can be an obstacle to cultivating love and compassion that equally embraces all sentient beings without exception. The first antidote to deluded pride is to contemplate all of the things that we do not know. We can think about even just our own body. How much do we know about all of the incredibly intricate workings of this very body? We can think of the thousands of years of profound philosophical and scientific insights. How much do we really know about astrology, astrophysics, biology, quantum mechanics? You can pick any subject and think, I know very little. So pick a topic that you don't know anything about or know very little about, and then think of all of the people who are expert in that topic and see if that can shift your perspective. Then we can also reflect on the qualities that other people possess that we do not. So we can think about all of the people who have spent many decades becoming expert in any number of different fields. And even all of the people who have developed spiritual qualities that we haven't developed. We can bring to mind whatever it is for us that tends to trigger our own pride and think that there are still so many people, even with respect to that body of knowledge, who are better or more proficient than we are. And then we can reflect on the shortcomings of deluded pride, how there's no space in the mind to learn new things, how this is a block to developing humility and being receptive, to being trained, to being guided. Bongka Rinpoche says the mountaintop of pride won't get flooded with the water of good qualities. A guru may teach Dharma to a person who has pride, but it will do no good. So try to reflect on the shortcomings of pride in relation to one's spiritual development. And then set a resolve, a determination to remember and practice these antidotes in daily life when pride arises. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And then we'll dedicate. So recollect your altruistic motivation, and the effort that you made to actualize that motivation, and think whatever positive energy you've created, you freely offer that for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception, having a sense of just letting it go. And may it serve as a principal cause and condition to fully actualize my potential, to ripen in the enlightened state, so that I'll have the skills and the abilities to perfectly benefit sentient beings. May it ripen in whatever way sentient beings need now and up to including their full enlightenment. And may it serve as a cause to completely pacify any hindrances facing the Guru's long, stable, happy life. In the snowy mountain paradise, you, the source of good and happiness, all-powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. Thank you.